and let me make sure my mic is in position here so you can hear me. Doing a guitar lesson on my electric guitar. I don't get a chance to play this guitar as much, but excited to do that. Now, I've been promising lessons in E flat forever, so here it is. So we're gonna do a lesson in E flat. By the way, what I was just playing just now wasn't necessarily an E flat, just a little jazz progression I was messing around with. But we're gonna do this like we did the other lessons, kind of standard format, where we'll go through the chord progression. We'll do a walk up and a walk down, or should I say walk down and a walk up, and just talk about some of the concepts. So E flat is an E flat chord. So here's an example of a walk down. Alright, so that's an example of a walk down. And what I did was just a straight E flat major chord. So I'm just grabbing the root there on the 5th string and then barring on the 8th fret, just like that. Right, and then this second chord, there again, just to do a quick review. Remember, with all of these, the same pattern is the 1, 4, 5 is major, the 2, 3, 6 is minor, and the 7th is played as the root note of the 5th. Okay, so we have the 1, which is E flat, and the 7, which is D, and that's played as basically this is B flat over D, and B flat is the 5th in this key. So this shape here is I'm grabbing the D with my ring finger, and then I'm just doing a B flat triad on the 3rd fret, B flat major triad. And then I'm adding back the 5th, okay, which is F, right there. And then I'm going to C minor 7. And then this is an interesting shape here to get to the B flat, okay, because what I'm doing here is actually doing the B flat major triad here and then grabbing the B flat with my pinky and muting the A string. That's just an easy transition here. You know, in my opinion, easier than going down here and grabbing the B flat, right? So you already got your finger, your index finger right where you need to be, so why not just reach up and grab that? Now I'm muting the A string, right? So this makes it easy to get to. Then we get to the A flat, just a straight A flat. Everybody should know that standard issue. Then E flat over G sharp. Excuse me, E flat over G. Now this chord shape, if you saw my tutorial on Because of Who You Are, you should be familiar with this chord shape. Very important chord shape to learn. Okay, so here's my G, and I'm playing the 1st fret on the D string, playing the 3rd fret on the G string, and I'm playing the 4th fret on the B string. And that is essentially an E flat triad, E flat major for the most part. Except for there's no 5th in there actually, so E flat, actually the 5th is in there, sorry. Actually there's no 3rd. But anyway, except for on the top here, which is the G. So anyway, that's what that is. That's that shape, and this is a movable shape. That's why this is a good shape to learn, because in keys where we don't have open strings, and E flat is a classic case of that, you have to know these shapes. So you have to know that B over D, B flat over D shape that I showed you here. Excuse me. And then this other shape. Okay, very important shapes. All right, then you just got an F minor 7, which I'm just barring the first fret, and then got the C here, and then back to my E flat. Okay, so that's my walk down. Now if we do a walk up, we go, right? So if we do a walk up, it's could do the major 7 with this. So once again, so that's basically E flat major, F minor, F minor 7, then E over G sharp, but just this same shape as the B flat over D down here. Excuse me, not E over G sharp. E flat over G. Then your A flat major, B flat major, C minor 7, and then here there's that shape again for the 7th there. This is B flat over D, then E flat. So those are all the shapes, okay, that you need to be concerned with. But you know, there's another way you could do this, just like how we grabbed that B flat, right? You could do the shape up here, grabbing the E flat and then doing the triad with this index finger. You can grab that with your ring finger or grab it with your pinky. For me, it's more comfortable once you move up the frets and the frets get shorter. For me, it's easier to just use my index finger, but that just depends on what's easier for you. So you could do that, and then you could start, you know, you could do this, just walk down here. You could do that. Well, here's another thing that you can do, which I really like. And this is using the C shape. So before we're using what you would call the A shape, because if you think about an A major, right, it's just this triad right there, right? And then as we, you know, move up the neck here, so if we want to do a B major, it's the same triad, where we just grab in the B, and you move that up, right? So that's the A shape. But then there's the C shape, right? So here's your C major. Now what would happen if we wanted to do that C shape, but we didn't have open strings? Well, we would do it this way. Excuse me. Right? So we would bar with that first finger because we don't have open strings. So this would be a C sharp major triad with the C shape. Then you have your D, and then you have your E flat. Now this is an interesting little triad because it gives you some cool little things you can do. You just have all kind of cool little things you can do right in this little area without actually ever moving your hand. So that's a cool little way to do different things. Just add another dimension. Or you could do the E flat major 7. Here you have the C shape, obviously, which I'm going, just to make sure you can see what I'm doing here. I got my pinky on the root, E flat, and then I got my ring finger on the 3rd, which is G, and then that's the open note of B flat, which is the 5th. Well, what would be the open if it was a C, but we're barring it here, right? And then I have this here, which is also the third, which in this case, excuse me, it's not the third. What is this here? Oh, that's the root. I'll get it down here in a second. So that's just E flat. Okay, so just so you know, just barring that. And then you can do the walk down here. So you can hammer on that on the third. Subsequently, this is if you pick up your finger on the third, then this becomes an E flat sus2, E suspended 2. So instead of playing the third, you're playing the 2. Right? Then you could do the walk down easily because your fingers are already there. Your ring finger grabbing the D. So walk down in this case would be, excuse me. So you could do those first 4 chords without ever moving your hand. First 5 really. Then so those are just some ideas on how to play an E flat, and really this is going to be relevant for all of the keys that you would play in that don't have open strings, like F for example, or B flat, right? So really, once you learn how to use these shapes and all your different keys, then you really don't need anything else. So hope you have fun with that. I probably took longer to explain that than I needed to, but thanks for your patience, good people, and God bless.